One, go for it.
What's up, guys? We're back on AT Talks. I believe this is like week 4 of What's on Your Mind, our second.
This is our second time doing this.
Yeah, but it's like week 4 of AT Talks.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Got Hannah and Tom and myself. We're just going to kind of talk about what's on our mind this week. Hannah, what you been putting up with?
So we just finished our district tournament for high school basketball. Our girls were the district champions, so that was pretty exciting. And then the boys lost in the championship, but got a pretty good draw for regionals next week. So that's what we have going on. Also starting the transition into spring sports. So had my first day of baseball Saturday, so that was pretty fun. So, yeah, there we go.
What about you, Tom?
National Athletic Training Month. That's what's on my mind.
March.
My whole Twitter feed has been blowing up since I woke up.
Are you following the hashtag?
Dude, I'm the one making that. I put probably 10 tweets out today with the hashtag.
Tom is doing the most.
Healthcare through impact.
The good. Yes.
Every hour I send a tweet out.
Already got them scheduled in your notes?
Welcome to my life.
Scheduled in my brain.
Man, I feel versatile this week. I don't know how else to put it. Tuesday, I worked a playoff high school guys basketball game. Wednesday, we had men's basketball, college. Thursday, baseball, and Friday, softball. And then actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I also had a high school baseball and softball tournament that we were all kind of helping cover. And then more basketball on Saturday. So it was a fun week.
We had 3 basketball games, men's basketball games this week. And next week we host sectional basketball. So I'll have games Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Is sectional like second week of playoffs for y'all? Or second
No, sectional is the first week.
Gotcha. That's crazy because we've already had 2 rounds here in Texas.
Yeah, if you win sectionals, you go to regionals, and then I don't know how it works after that for basketball.
Kind of like how it is for us in Kentucky. We have like the regional. I mean, no. We have districts and then regionals and then the state tournament. But like my high school in North Carolina, I guess we had like the conference round, and then I don't know if we had districts or not. It was like conference, regional, and then state. So it's a little bit different. Not sure how it all works and all the seating and everything, but
in Texas, it's ridiculous.
In Indiana, you automatically make playoffs in all high school sports.
Oof.
It's brutal.
So everybody qualifies.
That's brutal.
Oh, man.
Participation trophies.
It's. I think it's really stupid. I don't like it at all.
I agree with you. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's just like
win one game in district. Oh, you're in the playoffs. Here we go.
Not even. You could be like 0-15 and you're going to playoffs.
That's what I mean. Like, come on.
like in football, the last 2 years, we played a team that was 0-9 in playoffs.
It's like a warm-up. Potential to get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Well, to me, it makes the whole season worthless. If the games don't count, then what's the point of playing?
Yeah.
What else is on your guys' mind?
Work-life balance.
Oh, yeah? What's going on with work-life balance? What's wrong?
It's just like basic stuff like cleaning the house, keeping up with laundry, going to the gym, especially in crossover season right now. But it's just it's hard to find that time, or not the time, but the want to, I guess, when you get home.
Yeah.
I come home and just set everything down, and it ends up just getting shifted around all week.
I feel that.
Yeah. I didn't do any me stuff this weekend because I worked Saturday night, and today I slept, and now I'm making AT Talk videos.
I guess my me stuff for the weekend is this. I went to the gym for 30 minutes earlier, and Taylor and I just hung out all day. Literally sat on the couch and cleaned a little bit.
Cleaned.
We did all right.
I went to the local bakery and ate like 6 donuts. Is that me time?
They warm?
Were they warm? I don't know. No, like normal temperature.
I can't eat a donut unless it's warmed up. I'm weird. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it depends on the donut. Do y'all have Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Not here, but we have some in like Dallas area. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Krispy Kreme is so good. Have not had
Yeah,
that in a long time.
Taylor just cried a little bit, I think.
Thing when it comes out.
She's creeping on us.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
So you're both transitioning into spring sports?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we started at the JUCO. Baseball and softball started like January 12th or 13th. I think pretty much right as we got back for school for the semester.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we've been in full swing. It's just this is more of a transition out of basketball for me, I guess. Getting to be outside a little bit more.
Yeah, we're still a couple weeks away from that. Anything interesting happened this week, or you want to talk about or anything?
It's kind of cool. One of my doctors saw one of our athletes that had been needing to be seen, but we've been battling insurance, and he just kind of took it on pro bono and worked with us. That was pretty cool. I don't know if it's necessarily interesting, but it's just a good way to get the athlete checked out, and that way we can kind of set a plan up.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to think of anything else. I mean,
I know you guys are boring, man. Come on, where's the energy at?
I don't really have anything super interesting though right now.
I had some parents freak out Tuesday. Tuesday? Well, I mean, it was kind of warranted. I mean, kid got kicked in the nose. Blood starts going everywhere, and I've got a towel compressed on him, and then I moved the towel, and it's going like this. I felt so bad, for squeezing. I was like, man, I'm so sorry. They're freaking out. There's blood everywhere, and
Oh
I
man.
got it settled and got him safe.
You didn't do the stomping trick.
So
I didn't-
does that actually work?
I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to.
I've never tried it.
Are you
so-
supposed to stand up and stomp, or are you supposed to lay?
Or do you like hit the bottom of their foot?
Yeah, I think they prop up and you hit the opposite heel or something, like if it's coming out of one nostril.
I don't know. No idea.
I wonder.
You need to ask my
what would
preceptor. He
make that.
used it like twice.
Nose plug.
I've heard people talk about that, but I've never tried it myself. But
Nose
then
plug,
that's
what
I
is it?
don't like think about doing that if I have a nosebleed because that's just not a normal thing
Oh.
for me to do.
I just grab a nose plug and ram it in their nose with some Vaseline on it.
Right.
Oh, exactly.
You're
Boom.
done.
Trying to think of anything else. Taylor, did anything interesting happen?
All right, guys. Well, let's see. We're going to be starting topic 5 in a couple days.
Try it.
And the voting is overwhelmingly one topic again.
What is it?
I'm looking for it. All right. Undervalued skills, 48%.
Undervalued skills.
Yep. What skills do you think are undervalued, or what skills do you have that people don't appreciate?
It's a good topic. I don't know.
Topic.
I have to think
Yeah.
about that one.
I changed all of the previous options. I gave them 4 brand new options, and I thought they were all bangers.
I don't know if I voted yet or not. I don't remember. But that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can think of a few. I don't know if we want to talk about it now or we want to wait.
I don't want to talk about it now. I'm tired.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm like hungover from 6 donuts. You know what I mean? Like my brain ain't working. I got all.
You hit the sugar high and then
Yeah.
crashed. Yeah.
I got minis today after waking up at about 11. We were supposed to go to church, but we slept through our alarms. And then I accidentally ordered 2 meals of biscuits and gravy and hash browns and eggs. I wasn't gonna let it go to waste.
Ah,
I gotta eat
dude.
it when it's fresh.
Dude, I send you guys pictures of the breakfast I eat all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have I done that to you guys?
Mm-mm.
Have you?
All right, there's a place in
Probably
Indiana. It's called Round the Clock, and if you get there before noon, breakfast is like so stupidly cheap. You'll pay like $4 or $5, and you'll get like 2,000 calories in food. And the biscuits and gravy is phenomenal.
Man, you can't beat a good biscuits and gravy.
I ain't send you
I
guys.
don't like gravy. Is that weird?
Yes, that's
Very weird.
I'm from the South and I don't like biscuits and gravy.
Me neither.
I also don't like sweet tea, which is also weird.
wow. I don't even think you're from the South anymore.
I listen. I
You
like
didn't-
cheer wine and I like chicken biscuits, like a good fried chicken biscuit. That's what I'm all
Like
about.
you don't even do brown gravy or anything.
I mean, not sometimes, but I don't like gravy on a biscuit because I don't like when it gets soggy. Like it freaks me out.
Well, you eat it like right then and there.
Okay,
Hot,
but
fresh. Why does you pour the gravy on?
it freaks me out still.
Like I'm a fat guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat it in like 3 minutes.
I'm just weird like that. Like I also I've determined I'm like the psychopath in my household of 3 other people because I don't like eating milk in my cereal.
Taylor. Taylor's the same way. She'll take a bag.
I eat dry cereal because like when I was little, I would try to do like the milk in the cereal and it would like get soggy and it freaked me out. So I never liked it.
It's literally Taylor.
I also don't like when my food touches like on my plate. That's
I had to
gross.
buy divided plates for Taylor
Yeah,
just so that her food does not touch.
solid.
I mix it all together. It goes to the same spot.
Yeah, that's like exactly. I just eat it, man.
Food is food.
Oh,
Still tastes good.
We messed under the little things that you can put your sauces in that clips on your plate. She would like that.
Taylor made a good point.
what?
She's got these little sauce holders, and it's tiny, and they just clip on the side of your plate,
Mhm.
and it's perfect for like dipping anything
For
in it.
dipping, so, yeah, that's what I need. Even for like pancakes, I don't pour the syrup on the pancake. I have to dip it in the syrup. I don't like it when it gets like saturated with the syrup and you just bite into it and it's just syrup. Like
Y'all
I
do
don't
warm
like
or cold syrup?
what?
So do y'all do warm or cold syrup?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna eat it.
I
No.
I would prefer warm, I think. But
Weekend.
sometimes it's cold, I guess.
You guys not like
Yeah, but
cold food?
if you like real maple syrup and you get it like out of the fridge,
I keep mine in the fridge.
yeah, like the real stuff, not like the artificial.
All of it's yeah.
You
All of it.
say syrup or syrup?
Syrup,
Syrup,
Syrup.
syrup,
pecan, or pecan.
beacon.
Ooh, mine is like interchangeable. It depends. If
Oh.
I'm talking about the pie, I say pecan pie.
Sounds like, man, I'm tired.
I'm a run to
Listen.
taco place after this and eat.
You told us that we needed to have more energy, so this is what we're
Yeah,
bringing.
no.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll upload a 37-minute video on food. I don't care. That's cool.
So food is wonderful.
We'll call it the food edition.
For me, it's like
Dude, I always have food.
tea and food. That's all I need.
I had fajitas the last 2 days.
Ooh.
They're so good.
My athletes always laugh at me because I got my mini fridge and microwave in the facility. Every time I get more than a 10-minute break, I'm heating up food and eat it.
My downfall is that I don't have a microwave and I don't have a fridge.
That's what I got
So-
for Valentine's Day.
I bring food, but I bring like ice packs and crap like in my little lunch tote thing. It's not really a lunch box. But recently I've been bringing a lot of like salads because like that's pretty easy to like throw together and bring. So like this past week we had basketball games like every single night because we were hosting the district tournament. So I was just like sitting there behind the bench like eating a salad. And literally every single person that passed by me was like, "Wow, you're eating so healthy. Like, good for you." And I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to say because I'm probably gonna go home and binge on everything in my pantry after this. But
I
do what
don't
I
keep
can.
groceries in my house because As soon as I get
I
bored.
bet you're never even at your house though.
Well, no, I'm there.
You have a snack drawer, Tom?
What?
You have a snack drawer at work?
No,
No?
because I'll be
Oh
eating all
man.
the time, and I'm already overweight.
I don't snack, but I'll eat meal. Like I'll eat a full meal. I don't have snack drawer.
You
Dude,
have
I
a
had
you
three
have a meal
tacos.
drawer.
I had 3 tacos at like 5 o'clock, and like I could go for more food. I'm not hungry. I just want to eat.
I love it. I love to enjoy food.
I eat a lot of snacks. This
Tom,
week I brought
how's your strain?
Feels terrible. I'm not happy.
Do you ice it?
No, because ice belongs in drinks.
I had to bring it up.
Oh, is that the motto now? Ice belongs in drinks, not
Yes.
on injuries.
Yeah.
That's a good motto.
I
approve.
strained my pec a couple days ago bench pressing.
Putting up
Mm.
405.
And it wasn't even heavy. It was 185 pounds. And I already did a set of 8. It was my warm up. It was warming up. It wasn't even a working set. And on my second set, my whole like pec and shoulder went on fire, and I'm not happy.
I mean,
Right here.
I relate. I have a torn labrum in my shoulder, so every time I bench, like it doesn't hurt like while I'm bench pressing, but afterwards it's like super sore and achy.
You
Not a
tear
good-
it diving for a ball?
You what?
You tear it diving for a ball?
Yes and no. So I've dislocated both of my shoulders multiple times. And so I guess like at some point within the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, that created a torn labrum. Probably in both of my shoulders, honestly. But my left one is like more symptomatic, I guess. Pops and clicks and aches all the time. So yeah, it's been really interesting trying to squeeze in 2 days of physical therapy every week on top of grad school and work and meetings and everything else I have going on. But it's also cool kind of to be the patient and like learn why you're doing what exercises you're doing. It's like some of the stuff I do in there, like I wouldn't think of doing like for myself, which has been pretty cool.
Do you have any examples?
So my PT came at it more of like a postural and thoracic spine issue. So targeting like, okay, your scapula is not moving correctly, so your humerus is like overcompensating kind of and not moving correctly together. And so it's like, okay, we're going to loosen up the thoracic spine, we're going to strengthen your core, and then we're going to do some scapula stabilization stuff instead of just focusing on like the
Love
shoulder
it.
joint itself. Yeah, which is really cool because you think about it in a way that's like the kinetic chain and strengthening everything, targeting everything, not just
Yeah.
the one joint.
And Bryce and I, we've had that conversation where I told him I don't strengthen one thing. I strengthen the chain.
Yeah, exactly.
How the body works. It's all together. So why would you not strengthen all of it?
Right.
I never understood why people like just want to pinpoint and strengthen just one or two things. I understood that.
I feel like
It's
a
kind
lot
of
of
cool.
I mean, we don't get a lot of time to rehab, you know,
Mm-hmm.
especially outreach. So I feel like a lot of times you kind of just fall into that trap of do this, do that, and you don't get time to necessarily like have them for more than 10 minutes at a time.
Mhm.
So it's easy for us.
Even developing like buy-in from your athletes, like they are coming to you and a lot of times they just want like a quick fix for something, and you're like, okay, well maybe you're having elbow pain because of something going on with your shoulder, or maybe your torso, your hips, like looking at the big picture instead of like the one thing that's causing them or the one thing that they're complaining about. But a lot of times they're not going to want to come in and do all this rehab. So it's hard to like explain that to them or get them to be motivated to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm seeing a lot of. I don't know if you guys have the same issue.
I see it a lot with meniscus injuries. We've had kind of 2 or 3 this week that have just kind of popped up. It's been different sports, some of them contact injuries, and it's just one of those things to where most of the time their core is very weak when we go in and we start training. I don't like to call it necessarily rehab because a lot of times with meniscus injuries, you want to keep them moving as well as possible, especially like with basketball. And we see a lot of that. I mean, it's kind of one of our main injuries, and
Are these confirmed torn meniscus, or what are these?
two of them are, yes. But I had this conversation with the doctor the other day, our ortho, and he made the good point that a lot, like 80% of our athletes probably have some type of tear or something going on in the knee. It just takes one traumatic event to kind of bring it to light. And so I've had that conversation with coaches and a lot of the athletes. Like a lot of the stuff we can work through, it just gonna take some time for that pain to make it subside.
Well, there's a pretty big movement to like not like MRI and CT everybody that are like non-symptomatic, because most people have a tear of something somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not an issue, why are we going in and fixing things that aren't like? If I have no shoulder pain, but I get a test for something and they go, "Oh, you have a torn labrum, let's fix it." Why?
Guarantee you 90% of baseball players or overhead athletes in general have some type of
Yeah.
labral tear. And same way with meniscus, those are our two main injuries, I feel like, depending on the extremity, like lower,
Patellar
upper.
tendonitis,
Mhm.
patellar tendonitis, and patellofemoral, and it all comes from weak quads, no hamstrings, and they can't fire their glutes.
Yeah.
And when they go to do any kind of running squat motion, they just have like extreme knee valgus.
Yeah. Or they just don't know how to do like just a squat. I said that a lot. Like I'll be like, all right, like let's see what your squat looks like. And they won't bend their knees. They'll just bend over at the waist or the hips. And I'm like, no, act like you're sitting back like in a chair. And then we have
they
to
come real forward and their heels.
yeah, they like lean over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then their knees are going all kinds of ways. And I'm like,
Which is crazy. I understand at the high school level, maybe some of the younger kids, like you're still learning movement, you haven't really worked out or anything, but 90% of my college athletes right now do not know how to hip hinge or squat. Like the basketball kids will come in and quarter squat and then, like you said, just bend over. Like, man, we got to fix that before anything else.
It's super frustrating.
They
Even
can't.
at my college, like we didn't have like a single like strength and conditioning coach or coordinator or anything. So like for soccer, we didn't do anything strength and conditioning wise. So it wasn't really until I did stuff on my own or got with like my own personal trainer, or just like was working out with friends that I really like started getting into that kind of stuff. So I don't know. There's just such a need for it, especially I think at the high school level, because that is what's going to carry on into college. And even if you're not playing sports after high school, just being, a strong, healthy human being, an active lifestyle. So,
Tom, what were you going to say?
I think strength coaches are so undervalued.
yeah, for sure.
Like, there's a lot of people like, hey, the schools, you need an athletic trainer. Yeah, and you know what I need? A strength coach.
Exactly. Like it works hand in hand, dude.
Increase performance, decrease injuries. Let's hire a strength coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's our biggest way to prevent injuries. Resistance.
Yeah.
Good movement.
It's movement and being strong.
And you need to be able to like collaborate with your strength coaches and work as a unit. Because I've heard of like there being some discrepancies or discord between like the strength department and the athletic training staff, to where like they don't really want to step on each other's toes and like things like that. So you need to figure out a way to collaborate and be on the same page, because like ultimately it goes hand in hand. and especially bridging the gap between rehab and getting back into the strength and conditioning stuff.
Rehab,
Like I can put kids through a whole like program after an injury, but then what are they doing, you know, after they return to sport? Probably not a whole lot, strength wise or like maintaining stuff. So
we need to get some strength coaches in here.
I think it's all the same. I think a lot of people look at like this is rehab and this is like strength training. When to me, it's all
it goes all together. Yeah.
so.
Like the risk of re-injury if you don't maintain, like start progressing, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I have 3 strength coaches, and they're by far my number one referral because we have a multi-million-dollar facility, and our kids don't use it, and I refer everybody to the fitness center with the strength coaches.
Boom. That's awesome.
You know, just super undervalued. I love, and I'm not talking a strength coach who is just like I'm the football coach and I know a little bit about bench pressing. I'm talking about like a strength and conditioning. They don't have to be a CSCS through like NASM or whatever, but they need to have that baseline experience and that knowledge. Different things. A strength coach and just a coach that I run the fitness center. I run the weight. Right. You know, like that's not what I mean. But those individuals can still be helpful, just not my number one priority or preference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And get a school nurse too. Your school needs a nurse, and if you don't have a nurse, shame on you.
That's a good thing that you brought up. Like she was my biggest tool and helped me so much. Like during the games, the other day she was in the stands and she was just able to help me with cleanup and stuff of that nature. And then I don't go out there all the time. I'm there once a week, so it's easy for me to just communicate with her and she can help follow up and stuff of that nature.
My nurse runs all the concussion stuff in school. She keeps all the teachers on. She makes sure that everyone follows the academic accommodations because I'm not there until 1 o'clock. So she does all that stuff in the morning, and then I get there and it's a transfer of care. But we work together as a team for the return to learn and return to play.
Mm-hmm.
She's helped me a bunch. We've had 3 or 4, I think, this year, and it's been awesome.
You guys have a nurse, Hannah, in Kentucky? Talk to your nurse. Learn who they are.
Yeah.
They're a great resource.
I assume we have one, but I'm not sure. What do you guys have in terms of like mental health support or like counseling? Like what kind of relationships do you have there?
We have 3, I believe we have 3 academic counselors. And in my policies and procedure, they're the first referral. And then if they need more help, then it's up to them. Because we don't have a sports psychologist or anything in the local system that I've found. I refer everybody to the academic counselors.
We have one on site. I have not personally met her yet. I haven't had to send anybody to her. So I believe they get like a couple free visits a year too, but set up with the school. If they just want to kind of get set up with her and start talking. And I don't know more about it yet, which I probably should. But luckily, we haven't run into anything of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes time to build those relationships. What do you guys do, Hannah?
Honestly, we have like guidance counselors and stuff at our school, but I don't know what kind of relationship that we have with them. So that would be something to definitely look into. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Luckily, I don't think we've had any issues that we've run into where we would need that referral yet. So
yeah, just I would just walk right into the main office and just start talking to people.
Is that included in the pass system?
I want to say yes because the pass is an NATA tool that is extremely broad, and it probably in there. There's like 12 topics in there with like 10 sections on each topic.
Gotcha. I haven't looked much into that yet.
Document is a beast. It is far more inclusive than the Safe School Award.
I remember you talking about it. Like you said, it really got you down at one point just because you're so worried. Like everything
Oh man,
Man,
yeah, I got a lot of red in the past, man. Lots of red. What's everybody else?
I haven't looked into it yet. I need to. I haven't really. I mean, I know it's more for secondary school, and I'm pretty much at the JUCO the whole time. But
I think anybody can. Oh, actually, that's a great. I don't know.
I definitely could access it. I mean, I'm working with Avery now at high school, so it would definitely be beneficial to look into. Your audio cut out for me, Tom.
And log into NATA right now because I'm a dummy.
Scott, you curious?
And do you know anything about the past document?
I do not.
Okay, so it's a resource. It's by
Okay.
the NATA. What does it stand for? No idea. Program Assessment for Safety in Sports.
Ooh.
You know what the Safe School Award is?
Yeah.
It's like that, but on steroids.
Wow.
There's 12 standards, and there's about 8 subsections in each standard. And you either meet it, you're in the process of meeting it, or you don't have it at all. Some things you have, and some things nobody has. But it's a really great document. The hope is that if enough people will fill it out, you can make it available on the NATA website. So if I'm traveling to Scott County, I can see, hey, this is Hannah's emergency action plan. So if I need an ambulance, they're going to come in door F in the west side of the gym, blah, 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 blah.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so you can make it accessible.
That's
to
the
others.
hope.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Cool.
it's supposed to help in the sense that if Tom leaves EC after 2 years, all the work I've done is someone else can just come in and pick it up instead of, what did Tom do? I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that's a good tool.
Mhm.
I need to check into it this summer for sure.
If people do it.
I've heard of I don't know if Mike has done it. Mike Hopper.
Oh, I'm sure Mike has his school in the system.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it on Twitter.
I would be surprised if he didn't. Action plan. Yeah, definitely look it up. Hannah, you should bring that up to Dan.
That would be really helpful, especially if you have like a 2-year GA position with turnover so frequently. So then you could go in and see like what the previous person has done, what is accessible to other people.
For sure.
Yeah, it's intense.
Mm.
We've been talking about food.
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm all in the red, dude. I got so much red.
Is red bad?
Yeah, red is like you don't have.
Oh boy.
Well, it's very specific.
Yeah, like very nitpicky kind of.
Yeah. Like, does your organization have written policies, procedures, and protocol in place to ensure that practice, competition, and athletic healthcare facilities, as well as equipment used by athletes, are cleaned and disinfected on a regular schedule, daily, weekly, or monthly, in order to prevent the spread of infectious disease? The answer is no, we do not have that written somewhere. Every Monday, maintenance is going to clean football equipment. Like, so it's no, it's red. Next one, red. Next one, red.
It's a good tool to use though, like to build, like your policy and procedures.
Absolutely.
I mean, you pretty much woke me up to that this summer or this past summer, because you're big on you made your own policies and procedures, and that helped me. Like you shared that with me, luckily, and helped me build off of it for sure.
Yeah, I had to make my own emergency action plan and my own policies and procedure manual, even though my school has had an athletic trainer for like the past 10 to 15 years. We didn't have one, so I had to bring them up to speed. 21st century.
BJC didn't have one when I was there. But they always had a contract athletic trainer that would be there for games.
Mm-hmm.
About 10 years and no EAP anywhere.
Well, I mean, you have stuff written down. That way you have your own backing when things go not in your favor. Okay, this is the policy. This is what we're doing. End of discussion.
Yeah. Especially turnover rate is ridiculous, especially for outreach, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You could get shifted somewhere else or something, and the pass would be great. It's a great tool.
Like here's a fun fact. What's your guys' policy on like environmental conditions and practicing in competitions? I don't have one.
We do the y'all don't have one?
No, we have one, but a lot of people don't. What do you do?
We don't have one for cold. We have one for heat.
No, what about in like environmental? Do you have one for environment?
What do you mean by environmental?
Like the air quality environmental.
I don't think we have one for air
See,
quality.
which is like that's not an issue in Indiana, but that's a big issue in California with all the forest fires.
Yeah.
Quality of air.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't think about that.
I feel like I've been ranting about this for like 10 minutes now.
It's good though. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
way.
I think the percentage of schools that have a full-time athletic trainer that don't have a written EAP and policies is, I think it's far higher than what the profession thinks it is,
Yeah. I would agree.
which is really scary because it's
Yeah. I mean, you need to have stuff documented and in writing.
Mhm.
That's a big deal. But
My policies and procedures is very vague. Like on specific things, it's pretty boom, but it's not near as in depth as it needs to be.
Yeah.
And our clinic doesn't have one yet. Like for a clinic as a whole, as an outreach program, and that's something I really want to work on this summer.
You'll learn a lot if you sit down for a couple hours, a few days, and you go through it and you build one or you revise one. You'll really realize the weaknesses you and your school or organization have.
mm-hmm.
And it's just going to help us grow as individuals as well. You know, I mean, we're all young professionals, so there's always something to learn.
Yeah, for sure.
How long is a young professional? 12 years?
Considered on NATA?
Yeah, is it like 12 years? 10 years? The first
That's a long time.
someone told Spencer told me, but I forgot. It's a lot longer than you think it is.
I know it takes like you can't even apply for the Young Professionals Award or like until 3 years or something like that.
You cannot be the secondary setting athletic trainer of the year unless you have 3 or 5 years of experience.
That's what it was.
Yeah, which I complained about, and people yelled at me at Twitter because like, why do you want to win an award? I was like, I don't want to win the award. I just want to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Athletic trainer of
Right.
the year.
You're
not-
still an athletic trainer if you have 1-2 years experience, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Like if we give it to someone because they have 10 years of experience, well, that's
Then you should have like a subset.
yeah.
to
You're not the best.
provide the award. Like
Exactly. It's a lifetime achievement. It's like so. Yeah, I got.
have a newbie award and
Well, I
then a
mean-
young professional award.
Mhm.
It's like jobs now or entry level jobs or
Hey Bryce, hold that thought.